Hello, this is Mark Wildman of Wildman Athletica, and today we are going to expand on utilizing our arc to do two-handed outside circles. The arc is this piece of equipment right here. It is somewhere between a mace and a club. It is very, very similar to what you might call a horse cutter in Asian martial arts, which is why I love it. I'm a bit of a Kung Fu nerd over the years. I love Kung Fu movies. I love watching how different styles of Kung Fu make people move differently. Kung Fu's less popular now, but Kung Fu movies are still super popular, so we should practice the athleticism of Kung Fu movies for fun, because Kung Fu guys are probably some of the most athletic people on the surface of the planet. We originally know these exercises from our single arm and two-hand heavy club swinging. Let's use the arc as a single arm club for a second. Outside circles mean we point our feet straight ahead, we push our hand away from our center line, we push, swing, pull, and we catch. This is one of our fundamental athletic movements that absolutely everybody, regardless of age or sport, should practice in a progressive program in order to get good at it. It helps you learn to rotate and manipulate levers, which are fundamental athletic human skills. If we were to do that same movement with two hands, with a heavy club, we would have our hands be really close to each other. This has even more rotation in it than the single arm variation, as long as you keep both arms locked, which is the goal, maximize rotation. Now with the arc, we are going to force our hands into a specific position. You could move your hands all over on the arc, but then that would have more unpredictable results. Let's limit our results by limiting our hand position. Hand at the bottom is now our dominant hand, which is different from two-handed club. Instead of having it directly in front of our shoulder, we're going to fold it into this cross-body position. Top hand is now the support hand when we are in balance point. The rest of the time it's different. Balance position, bottom hand is the structural support. Top hand should look cool. You will recognize these moves directly from two-handed sword martial arts, whether they be, 15th century German longsword or Japanese katana training. You will recognize these positions. We are going to rotate to the outside. When we do the push, swing, pull, our top hand becomes the dominant grip. Hand is loose, hand is tight, rotate across, pull it back in. Push outside, swing, rotate. Push outside, swing, rotate, push outside, catch. Stay in this position as you rotate across. Do not move your feet for now. If you move your feet, you're going to escape a lot of the rotation. The point of this is to get more and more rotation from our hips, our knees, and our ankles. Normally in single hand and two-hand club training, we point our feet straight ahead and we have our feet shoulder width apart. Now with the arc, let's start making it more martial. I want you to have a high horse stance for now. We can make this more dramatic over time as we get better at the movement. Hands are wide, feet are wide. The wider your feet, the wider your hands, the harder the rotation becomes. Push, swing, pull, catch, and rotate. Push, swing, pull, catch, and rotate. Push, swing, pull, catch, and rotate. You will notice we are going through what is called stretching stance, converting to the other side stretching stance, and then using our rear leg to drive the movement. Let's demonstrate it quickly on the other side. One side usually rotates better than the other side for almost everybody. Feet, two shoulder widths apart, still pointed straight ahead. Top hand, support, elbow up. Bottom hand is the main structural hand when you're in balanced position. Push outside, lock out your arm. Rotate all the way across, pull it in, catch. Bottom hand takes over. Top hand is doing very little work. Top hand takes over. Push, rotate, catch. Push, rotate, catch. Push, rotate, and catch. We're going to take these movements, do all of our basics over again with the arc, start changing the stances, and we're essentially going to start building into martial stepping patterns from throughout history. We'll pull them from different martial arts, and we will integrate the arc into the idea for us to create a new exercise that is adjustable. The key thing here is that we are not moving our hands to force the rotation, and we can make it heavier over time so that we can force ourselves to get better and better and better at it. This idea has been around for 5,000 years at least. This is the exact same idea that they would use at the Shaolin Temple. Instead of having one piece of equipment that adjusts weight, they had 18 weapons of Shaolin, and they all had different lengths and weights, and they learned to work with all of them, and that was one of the original forms of athletic, general, sport, and activity-specific preparedness that exists in all of history. So let's just recreate that extraordinarily good idea with modern equipment in a controlled, predictable fashion.